What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tamika. What's the deal? Okay, first I wanted to just jump on here before I got my day started and wish my YouTube fam a happy and blessed Mother's Day. I'm not a mother myself, but trust me, I know it's a lot of hard work. I helped my sister raise her kids, and it is definitely one of the hardest jobs there is. So, happy Mother's Day. And I wanted to come to y'all because something really crazy happened to me this weekend, and I wanted y'all opinion, particularly my male subscribers. Okay, so Friday night I got off work early, and my sister, who lives in Toledo, she was in town for the weekend, and we decided to go to this Japanese restaurant called Shogun. Had a nice time there, and then we called our other sister. She was at Starters, and we're like, cool, we'll have a couple of drinks with her. Now, when we get there, my sister is engaged in a conversation with this cute guy. So, we're sitting up there with our sister, hugging, laughing, and talking. And he asks me what I'm drinking. I say, I'm just going to have a margarita. And, he's like, okay, I got you. He turns around and asks my sister, who I just got there with, what she drinking. And she's like, a margarita with Patron. And he's, oh, you shouldn't have said that because I would have bought it. And my sister is getting offended. Like, well, I didn't ask you to buy my drink. I wasn't coming here for anyone to buy my drink. I came here basically to have a drink with my sister. I got money. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm like trying to tell her, girl, that's okay. I think he's just joking, don't worry about it. So we're sitting at the bar and everything. We're drinking, we having a good time. He ups and leaves. So we're still standing there, we still sitting there talking, and the waitress gives her bill. Now mind you, he paid for my drink and didn't pay for hers. Now my thing about this is, I don't know, like, to me, and let me know if I'm wrong, YouTube family, to me, that just seemed real trifling because, number one, I wouldn't even accepted your drink if you didn't buy her a drink. And it's not because, oh, you got to buy one, you got to buy all. It's the fact that you sat up there and inserted yourself in a conversation talking about what you drinking, and, oh, if you wouldn't have said that, I would have bought you one. First of all, no one asked you to buy any of us a drink. It was it's nice that you bought my drink. I appreciate it. But don't sit up there and act like somebody's thirsty. And I just think it was ungentlemanlike for him to do that, buy my drink, and just to show her, he meant what he said. He didn't buy her drink. And a margarita with Patron was only maybe $1 or $2 more. So you that petty? To me, it just seemed backwards. So, I don't know. Stuff like that reminds me of why I'm single. And I just thought that was uncalled for. Like, she didn't even ask you to buy her a drink. You sat up there asking what she was drinking as if you were going to buy it. And then you said, oh, if you wouldn't have said that, I would have bought it. Like, wow. And the fact that you didn't buy the drink just to prove your point, I just think that's just disgusting. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about that. And men, please, jump on this and let me know, am I wrong? Would y'all have done the same thing as old boy? Like, buy my drink and then I buy my sister a drink. And then you trying to talk to my older sister. And I'm like, aren't you trying to make an impression? And granted, to make an impression is not to buy the girl that you like and her whole cool drinks. I get that. Even though I've been in situations where that's what they do. If you trying to talk to me and I'm with a group of girls, you see us all sitting here, so you might buy a round of drinks. But I know everybody ain't got it like that. But the simple fact that you just made it out like it's such a big deal about what she's drinking. It shouldn't have been you didn't have to say anything. If it was like that, you could have just kept your mouth closed, because I had money too. Thank you for the drink, but I didn't come there to scout out guys to have them buy me drinks. I'm not that chick. I think, again, that's why I'm single, because I'm independent minded, and I guess that could, I get in my own way by being so independent. Because when I come to a place, I got money. And even if I don't got money for the specific thing that I want, or I got money to be up in there. So it's not a big deal. So I just didn't get it. You know, and it's like, is this the caliber of men that are out here? And I'm just, a part of me is like, wow, I think I'm going to be alone. And then a part of me is like, no, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. God said you're not supposed to look for a man. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So I'm not even supposed to be looking. They're supposed to find me. So I find comfort in that. I do. But it was just out of order to me. Like I said, please, I want this to be an open forum. Let me know. Because I really thought that was disgusting. And it's like, is chivalry dead? Matter of fact, this is the title of this What's the Deal video. Is chivalry dead or not? Like, if you were a guy and you're trying to talk to my sister and me and my other sister walk in there and you ask us what we drinking, if my sister asks for a drink that's like $1 or $2 more, would you actually open your mouth and say, oh, I would have bought you a drink if you wouldn't have got that? Like, it was almost implying like she was bougie or she too good just to have a regular margarita. And it wasn't like that. Like she said, certain tequilas give her a headache. So she only drinks what she know won't make her sick. I ain't mad at that. Certain stuff give me a headache too. This particular tequila that they use at this bar don't give me a headache. So I can just get a regular margarita and not even worry about it. But just what he said and the way he acted was just so unattractive. And I'm just wondering if it's just me, y'all. And ladies, put down in the comments too. How would you have felt if you were in that position? Would you have felt the same way? Like, ooh, he is not a gentleman. And my sister, who he was trying to talk to, she said she's not even calling him. So I'm like, are we like overreacting? Because she not calling him because he treated my little sister. So are we overreacting? Were we, thinking too much of ourselves? I don't think so. But, I'm open to opinions because everybody ain't right all the time. But to me, I just thought that was crazy. And it just made me realize, like, this is what we're dealing with in 2015. Like, we got two things wrong to me. One, which is part of my problem, and I'll admit it. You got women that's claiming independent, don't need a man, don't want a man. I pay my own bills. I got a fly apartment. I do what I do. And so we tend to turn a lot of men off by like not putting up with their BS because we feel like we don't need them. Now, my situation is a little different. And the fact that I'm not saying I don't need companionship, and I'm hoping I'm not putting out that aura. But I do feel like I'm in a situation where I can do bad all by myself. If you're not willing to meet me halfway, if you're not willing to be a partner, and if you're not going to show me, if you're not going to be a gentleman, which that's all I grew up around. Like my father, he was not perfect, but he set the standard from the men in my life. Like my father, my grandfather, and even my cousins who are my age, and they're like my brothers because I don't have brothers. They not perfect. They got their thottish ways, and I tell them that all the time. Like, y'all some thoughts. And yes, men can be thoughts too. But they know how to treat a woman. I think that's how they get so many chicks. Because they know what's right and wrong. And I will say, when they do settle down, they are a one man, they monogamous. Now, when they out there, they out there. And you almost can't blame that. But I'm just saying, like, I just feel like I don't have to take certain bull crap. So when I see it a mile away, I just don't put myself in a position where I have to deal with it. And I know it may put me in a position where I'm not going to always be in a relationship like I could be, because I probably could be misjudging some people. Like even this dude at the restaurant, I could be misjudging. Maybe he felt like he had to prove a point. That don't mean he's not a good person. That don't mean that he couldn't be a quality man for someone. So I don't know. So I do tend to prejudge because I always think it's some bullshit. I do. So I understand that that's the problem that I have, and a lot of other women tend to have that problem too. Men's problem is now that because we tend to want to be a little bit more stable in our own life and not rely on them, they think that it's their turn, that they can rely on us. Hey, can I get a couple $100 off your check? And they don't feel like they got to work hard like they normally do. They don't have to be the provider. And that's bad. It's like shifting the roles in society, and I think that's the biggest problem. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to talk to y'all about that because it was just really interesting to me. So anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about that situation. Leave it down in the comments. Like I said, hopefully I'll be bringing y'all the Real Housewives of Atlanta review tomorrow. If not, I'm going to do it. I was about to say, if not, oh well. But that is not how I'm about to do things. I'm like in such a better place. I don't even know if y'all can tell, but I'm in such a better place. My training with my new job, you know how it is when you first start training, you don't know what to expect. So now I know what to expect. Things are rolling right along. I'm finding my niche at work. So I'm ready. Like the sky is the limit. And I'm ready for y'all to come on this journey with me. And we just rocking with it. So, love y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Until next time, y'all. Peace and love.